Hello, welcome back to
Alright.
another episode of Jack and Zach Chat.
Don't
I was
forget
about to say Zach and Jack
that.
Chat.
No, it's Jack
My
and
bad.
Zach.
No, it's Jack and Zach. Today we're talking about sex education
I
on
sounded
Netflix.
bitter then. I sounded really resentful. Sorry.
I know, sorry, I can't remember your name comes first. Otherwise you'll whip me.
Me. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to talk about sex education on Netflix.
Yeah, man. Just finished it.
Yeah, but you haven't watched the first season,
I
which I
didn't.
don't get.
No, I picked it up half. So I picked it up halfway through the first series for like 2 episodes, and then I picked it up again halfway through the second. So it's a bit bad of
Wait,
me.
you started watching season 2 from halfway?
I got
So you haven't watched all of season 2, you
I
just
watched-
watched the last half?
from episode 4. I watched. I think there's 8, isn't there?
So you basically haven't watched it.
I've watched. Yeah, I know everything that
Why
happens.
have you watched it like that?
I don't know. I honestly don't know because it was on, and
That's
I kind of
weird.
got hooked halfway through, and I couldn't be bothered to backpedal.
Okay.
So that's my situation. I apologise, but that's the reality.
Okay.
So obviously, from where I got to was it's Eric, isn't it?
Which one?
Otis's mate.
Oh, yeah.
Eric ended. No, okay. This might be spoilers, hasn't it? For anyone who hasn't watched it.
Well, if they have any sense, they wouldn't be listening. So
Yeah. No, but do listen though. But they might just be spoilers.
switch off right now. It's not worth your time.
So I got to the part.
That was a joke.
So when, whatever. So at the end of series 2, Otis kind of confesses his love, doesn't he, for Maeve?
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what happens.
That's not what... Well, yeah.
That is exactly what happens.
He does, but he doesn't, get with her.
No, he don't get with her.
They tease it again.
They keep teasing it.
All we want is Otis and Maeve to get together. And...
Can I just tell you this revelation that I've had?
Yeah.
If you put half of Maeve's... Have you seen a meme for this?
Mate,
half
I know
of
exactly what
Maeve's
you're on about.
face
It's bullshit.
and half of Margot Robbie's face,
It's not the same.
and they are literally the same person.
They're
It's
not
really
the same
weird.
person. It's similar. I will show you right now.
I've seen it, mate. I know what it looks like. I've seen it.
They're both Margot Robbie.
They're not.
Their eyebrows are identical.
They're literally symmetrical.
How can someone's eyebrow... Exactly, it's the same person.
One of them's Maeve, mate.
You're an idiot.
No, I'm a genius.
No, you're not a genius. You're an idiot. Look. That's the same person. I'm showing him the picture, by the way.
You just liked it.
Yeah, I know. But that's the same person. It's the same person.
I got done.
Yeah.
I got
That
done
doesn't
and
even
buried.
it doesn't even look like Maeve.
Yeah, no, it does. Yes, it does. It actually does.
Well, first of all, she has brown eyes. She's got green eyes there for some reason.
I think Maeve's good looking.
Yeah, Maeve is good looking.
Who would you think's more good looking, Margot Robbie or Maeve?
Probably Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie.
Let's be frank.
Sad.
But yeah, they're similar, but they're not identical.
I like Otis's character. I like the way he kind of
I like-
reconciles with his stepdad as well.
Yeah. Well,
Not
that's
stepdad.
a bit of a pricky. I like the way the show just goes about teenage life and puberty, because it is.
I thought it was really good.
It's very realistic.
I'd
It's
say
not. It's not afraid to show what it actually is like.
No, and sex for the first time for anyone
Yeah.
probably is going to be quite awkward.
Well, yeah, it is.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
think it kind of depicts it really well, and we see the relationship that Otis has with his mom, with his real dad, with his mom's partner. What was his mom's partner's name?
Oh, Jacob.
That's it.
Yeah.
He wasn't that much of a prick. He was all right.
I thought it was all right. He'd be great as a stepdad.
I like
As a
it.
stepdad.
I like it on the last episode where Jacob goes to Otis. He goes, "Yes, you are a bit of an arsehole,
But you are a good man.
but you are a good man, Otis." Oh, that was quite cool.
Yeah.
And the way when he had that house party and he slept with was it Ruby?
Yeah, well, how the fuck did that happen?
How the fuck did that happen?
How the hell did that happen?
I know. So basically, he ended up having a one night stand with Ruby, and his mom came back half pissed as well.
Yeah.
Woke up the next
That-
day. She was
to be
pointing
honest-
a massive dick at him,
to be
like a
honest-
massive wooden cock at him. Wasn't she?
That was one of my favourite episodes by far. That one where he's running Ruby around all day after they're slept with each other. And
Looking for the morning after pill.
And it's like he's in the doghouse or something with her. It's like his penis. He can pay for it.
His penis, so you can pay. Nah, I liked it. And also, do you think Otis was in the wrong for having that drunken speech when there was Maeve?
Something shouldn't be said, and you probably shouldn't have said.
Oh, what was his girlfriend? What was his girlfriend called?
Oh, Ola.
Ola,
Otis.
Maeve, and who was Maeve's new friend from the caravan?
Oh, the one in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Crap, I forgot his name already, but I don't like him.
No, I don't like him. And this is why I don't like him. No. Because he stopped Maeve and Otis getting together at the end.
He deleted the voicemail.
Bastard.
I know.
What a bastard.
Actual C-U-N-T.
I can understand why he likes Maeve, and that's fair enough. But you can't get in the way of that, in my opinion. That's tampering with things that you can't really...
Yeah.
If Maeve likes him, then she likes him, but she needs to like him for him. And he can't manipulate the situation by deleting what Otis wanted to say to Maeve. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, do you think that Maeve's mom was using drugs again? Did she admit
Yeah,
it?
she was. She was. Like, you saw her when she came back from that job interview that she claimed she went to.
She was sneaking around, wasn't she?
She was waved out, wasn't she? But that was a very hard-hitting scene, to be fair.
Do you think she did the right thing by calling child services?
Yeah. Yeah.
And me. I think it was a bit harsh on Maeve when her mom was like, I'll never forgive you for this. Never. I was like, well...
She will.
She probably will, but she wouldn't have had to do it if you just kept off.
Yeah, exactly.
The drugs.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
And he's doing it for the...
and just stop lying.
Little girl. I mean, she left her little sister for Otis to look after. Looked away for 1 second and the pram was empty.
I like Otis. I think he's a good character.
Hey, I can relate a lot with Otis.
Did you ever watch The Boy in the Striped Pyjamas?
No, I didn't. I know he's in there. Yeah. Did you know it was between him and Tom Holland to play Spider-Man when they were casting the new Spider-Man?
Fuck off, really?
Yeah, it was. It was between him and Tom Holland, and they picked Tom Holland.
I don't know if he'd have made a good Spider-Man.
Well, you don't know unless you've seen it.
You don't, but...
Nobody thought Tom Holland would have been good until they saw it.
What's the chap that plays Otis? What's he called?
Asa Butterfield.
Right. I think he's naturally quite an awkward kind of guy. But that's his shtick. Like, that's what works for him, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know how well...
Teenager.
I mean...
He's like 24 and he still looks 16.
He does look young. He's got a baby face,
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. But, is it Ola?
Well, his girlfriend.
His ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
She's now going out with, is it?
Mate.
Lily, is it? Is that her name?
Maybe. I don't know. It's the weird one.
She was really weird, wasn't she?
She directed that play.
She thought she was, what was it? Asexual or something. And she directed this whole production.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I thought it was a good production, that was. And she was like, enter, dick hands, enter.
And spunk.
And 3, 2, 1, spunk. I thought it was really good. I thought it was really, really good.
And like the male characters, they had like the crotch is sticking out.
What do you predict for the third series? And I promise I will watch the whole of the third series. I hope
the headmaster gets found out for leaking all the people's appointments.
You never got found out, did he?
No, he got basically fired.
He got punished. No, he didn't get fired. He got suspended, didn't he?
Suspended, yeah.
Do you think he'll get back with his wife?
Nah, she can do way better.
She can do way better. He pushed her away, didn't he?
He was a bit of a shit dad as well.
What's his fucking son called now? The one that fancies Eric. Adam. It's Adam, yeah.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. So no, I was telling you earlier where he was going to the party to find Eric, and as Adam's walking down the steps of the party, there's this couple of lads just drinking out of paper cups. Just slaps it out of his hand. I was like, oh god, that's funny. I like Adam though. I think he's a good character.
I like the story they're going for with him like struggling to like identify what his sexuality is and all that.
Do we conclude that he's bisexual? I think he said that he's
he said he's bisexual. But I guess he's in love with Eric, ain't he?
He loves Eric, doesn't he?
But it is weird because he was the school bully.
Good
And
turnaround though, isn't it? It's a good story to go from, because he's obviously is afraid of rejection.
That's what I mean. The show does like a good job of like growing of age stories and becoming more accepting of like who you are and identifying yourself, like your like self journey. Basically,
he bullied Eric for the whole first series, didn't he?
Yeah, Tromboner.
Yeah,
that was the name.
Yeah, and then but we do find out at the end of this series that he was like, yeah, I understand that I hurt you.
Yeah,
and and I'm sorry, kind of thing.
Yeah,
and they kind of reconcile.
Really nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's really nice.
But Raheem kind of let him have it. Raheem like kind of stepped aside.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, but I won't be there to catch you.
I like Raheem. I felt a bit bad for him.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I reckon that's a tease that will go tits up in season 3, them two being a couple.
Yeah, it won't be smooth sailing, will it?
Saying I won't be there to catch her, like something's gonna happen.
Eric's mom was like, Raheem doesn't make you sparkle like Adam does or something.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah. And when they were walking back from like the church, he started saying how like, oh, you don't really believe in God and all that. I'm just like, it's your boyfriend, man. Like, you can clearly tell he's religious. You've just been to church with him.
Yeah.
Like,
they've both got separate beliefs, haven't they? But I suppose, probably not the best time to say I'm an atheist when you're in the middle of a church. You know what I mean?
No. But
you can kind of get it though if you got to let it be known, haven't you?
Yeah. But the show's just great, isn't it? Especially for this generation.
I think everyone wants to see Otis and Maeve get together. Do you think there'll be how many more series do you think they'll do? They keep on kind of milking it, don't they?
I reckon 4.
They get to 4.
I reckon they'll do 4 seasons and that's it.
I was kind of surprised that
3 is quite a stretch.
I was surprised at the end of this series because I thought there'd be like 10 episodes or something. There was only 8.
I thought there'd be more. And I finished the whole show in like 2 days.
And I watched the 8th episode, not realising that was the series finale.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, right, I'll just go on to the next episode. And it finished for the series.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit. Well,
they better start filming ASAP because I want to see what happens next.
ASAP Rocky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But like I was saying, it's a good show for this generation when it comes to like sex education. Like I was telling you, it's a teen drama.
Here's a question for you.
Like people our age are going to be tuning into that. People in schools are going to be tuning into that. They're going to look at the realistic side of sex.
Do you think it's educational?
Yeah, I think it is.
Realistic?
I mean, obviously it doesn't teach you the ins and outs, like, no pun intended. But
I think it is educational in a way. I think it kind of represents a good... It is a good representation of how things actually happen sometimes.
The way it's a better way of showing it. It's more realistic because I think there's a lot of situations in that show that people can relate to, and it just makes it more understanding when it comes to like sex with people and how you should be when you're having sex and all that kind of thing, and how you shouldn't overthink about your sexuality and how it's more accepting of whatever you are.
What kind of school are they actually in? Is it like a sixth form?
Something like that. Because one thing the show does well as they talk about like gay sex as well. I'll tell you now, they did not teach us anything about gay sex whilst we were in school and we did sex education.
I think I had 1 day of sex education in the whole of my
same
education.
Same, and it's just the same thing. It's like, oh, put a condom on, otherwise you're gonna get pregnant. Use contraception, blah blah blah. Like they teach you what the contraception is, but they don't teach you like the other things that sex is. Sex is a form of pleasure. And it's a.
Do you know what I think? I think more than just 1 day of sex education. I think it needs to be an ongoing thing in school.
I think it needs to be made more realistic.
It needs to be within the actual normal curriculum. I think from a young age you get taught it.
It shouldn't just be, oh, you do it to have babies, because that's not all sex is.
No, I know.
Sex is lots of different
things. They teach it in a very robotic, mechanical way, don't they?
They do. But I don't know if that's just because they need to keep it as PG as possible, because a lot...
I disagree with that. I think
they're teaching it to kids who are under 16, which is understandable. But at the same time, there's probably people, like kids having sex at that age as well.
Look, mate, whether you're taught about it or not, there are going to be kids that are still kids having sex, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like from 14 onwards, 13... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're going to have it, so you may as well teach them about it.
Yeah,
and teach them how to do it safely.
There's going to be a lot of people that find themselves confused in situations with relationships or their sexuality or whether they're doing this right when they're having sex with their partner. What this show does, it brings situations and brings a reality to it, and it shows you like what sex actually is,
Yeah,
which is the name of the show, Sex Education, and that's what it is. It educates you on sex, because sex is relationships, it's sexuality, it's everything.
I think the more you make a subject taboo and not to be talked about, it's going to be mishandled. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the more informed and educated you are about anything, you can make a better decision.
Yeah.
So I think this show does that quite well.
Yeah.
It opens up about all the awkward stuff. In the first episode, no, not the first, in the first series.
Yeah, it makes the awkward stuff not awkward anymore.
Was it this series that he was having a wank in the car or something, and and as his mom came to the window?
Like, when you're growing up and you're going through puberty and, you know, your penis starts doing things and you do have those urges. I've never had the urge to whop it out in the car.
Your penis starts doing things.
And just absolutely get it out.
Does
like,
it?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
And like, when I was that age and like I was going through that,
yeah,
like I never had the urge to fucking get out the car whilst my mum was in Morrison's getting the shopping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
get what you're saying.
I thought that was a bit extreme. Or
no, I don't. I think the more In-Betweeners was really good at doing this.
yeah.
Did you ever watch In-Betweeners? And they
I've never heard of it.
They made situations that are really awkward relatable. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it was a comedy, wasn't
They
it?
were really good at doing that, and I think by doing
the best
that,
comedy is the relatable stuff.
that's what I mean, because
Yeah.
it does happen,
Yeah.
and things aren't perfect, and there are a lot of people like the In-Betweeners. There are a lot of kids like the kids on Sex Education.
Yeah.
So the more relatable you make it, the more you can take from it, kind of thing.
Yeah. It's a movement in a way. It just makes those awkward things not awkward anymore. Sex.
What are your
Sexuality.
predictions for Series 3? Because we
Series
know it's
3.
going to happen.
Right.
It's got to happen.
I reckon. I forgot his name, but the new character in the wheelchair, he's going to be making movements.
It's not Miles, is it? Have I just made that up?
I don't know. I feel like you have.
I've made that up, am I?
Nothing's clicking in my head from you saying that.
The chap in the wheelchair, yeah.
Yeah.
Maeve's neighbour.
Yeah. I feel like he's going to be trying to make moves on Maeve, and I feel like she's just going to keep friend zoning him, but then she'll suddenly start to grow feelings for him in some kind of way. But I don't think they'll ever get together. I don't think that will ever happen. But she'll probably just start caring for him in a way. I reckon something will happen to his brother, and she'll have to start caring for him. And yeah, and then they'll get closer that way. And then Otis will probably try and get with her as well.
Do you know what I think will happen?
What?
So I think for about 4 episodes, we'll see a blossoming relationship between the chap in the wheelchair and Maeve.
Yeah.
They'll get closer and closer, and I think Maeve will start catching feelings and falling for him.
Yeah.
And I think that as just before maybe they take things to the next level, Otis will probably confront Maeve and say, why didn't you reply to my message, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Or did you get my message? And she'll be
Yeah.
like, what message? And then she'll go back to the chap in the wheelchair and be like, you knew about this message? And you deleted it? And he'll be like, well, yeah. So then shit'll hit the fan.
Yeah.
But then I don't necessarily think that the chap in the wheelchair is a bad dude. I think he's alright. I think he just wants Maeve for himself. Do you know what I mean?
He seems a bit of a sarcastic prick, doesn't he?
Yeah, he can be.
Yeah.
And he was the right bastard for doing what he did.
Yeah.
But I think he'll make up for it. I think he'll come good.
Yeah.
Watch this space. I don't know.
Hopefully. Well, they've done character arcs for bad characters and made them good, haven't they? Look at Adam. Like,
What
he's
do
a
you
good
think
character now,
will
isn't he?
happen with Eric,
With Eric.
tromboner?
What do you mean? I think he'll be with Adam.
Do you think he'll end up with Adam?
Well, they kind of already am, aren't they?
Raheem?
And,
Will Raheem be on the scene though, or?
I feel like there's gonna be some kind of party, and Raheem's gonna try and like make moves on Eric to try and win him back.
I don't think Raheem will be the one making moves, mate. I think Raheem will get with someone else, and Eric might get jealous.
I don't think they'll do that.
Or do you think Eric will just bin them both off?
Nah. Or Adam gets with Raheem. Like, that's just not gonna happen, is
Can
it?
you imagine that? Nah, that won't happen.
Be
But-
interesting though if they manage to work the story.
Be a good angle,
to work
yeah.
That way, yeah.
But Adam's mates with Ola now.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
They're like close. And they both quit the job.
They work in the same shop which they got fired from, yeah.
How do you not lock the door, mate?
Well, yeah, you're there, is he?
He's just
Yeah.
fucked, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's probably my favourite character, actually, Adam.
You reckon?
I think he's just funny.
I reckon he had about 10 lines of dialogue this season.
He doesn't need to speak
Nah.
loads, though.
Nah, to be fair.
He just acts out what he feels
Yeah.
and causes shit for everyone else. I love it.
Oh, I love the story with... Oh, what's his name? The swimmer.
Jackson.
That's it, Jackson.
Yeah.
With Viv.
Viv, yeah. Viv.
I loved that friendship as well that they created.
Do you think they'll get together?
No, it'll just be a friendship.
Yeah, I can't see them getting
It'll just
together.
be a friendship. But yeah, I loved that, and I loved his little like side story as well, where he's struggling to like.
He self-harmed, didn't he, to get out of swimming?
Yeah. Because obviously his mom wanted him to be this next superstar athlete.
Yeah.
And she kept forcing him to go train.
For those of you who don't know, he's got two moms, and the one mom she used to swim, and she wanted him to
live her dream for her.
Kind of, yeah. She was thinking that because that was her passion, if he could enjoy swimming, it's something they could do together.
Yeah.
But Jackson kind of became overwhelmed with pressure, didn't he? And didn't like it. And
he kind of grew out of it. It happens to all of us. We find a passion and then we grow out of it, don't we? We want to move on to new things. Mate, do you know one of my favourite characters? You know when they were doing the production and they were rehearsing backstage? Yeah. The male teacher, I think he was like a music teacher or a drama teacher or whatever. Right. Oh my god, the dirty talk. And he literally, he went, I can't remember the pupil's name. It might have been. He went, Mavis, you're always in the way. Just fuck off. You're always there. Yeah, you're always there. Fuck off. And there was another one as well. And when Jackson didn't want to go, he was struggling with his lines. Like, and I could go out. No one wants you to, Mavis. What's his name? Fenton. No one wants you to, Fenton. Let's pretend his name's Fenton. Yeah. Okay. No one wants you to, Fenton. You're a piece of shit. Fuck off, Fenton. You're a piece of shit. I literally love it. I fucking love that. I was howling at that. I thought, get in. That's such a fucking quality scene. You know where he's with that teacher and he starts to like get the hang of dirty talk, but not really. He just starts naming things in the kitchen with a dirty voice. Oh, mate. Did you ever get told to fuck off by a teacher? No one wants you there, Fenton. You're always in the way. Just fuck off. There you are again. In the way. Fuck off. You're a piece of shit. I loved it. I thought it was so funny. Yeah. That was like my highlight, actually. Yeah, it was. It's just so funny. and he's like teaching the girls how to dance, and he goes, "Oh, not that way on faculty." And he's like telling them, "Don't get too close." Something interesting, actually. What? What if some kind of relationship actually starts brewing between Otis and Ruby? Nah, doubt it. But did you see the way they were with each other at the end of that episode? She found him sweet, didn't she? Yeah. But I can't see it myself. I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me. I don't know. Was she in the first series? It would create more of a distraction from Maeve again. Was Ruby in all the first series? Because that's what they keep doing. They keep pulling them apart and then tease to put them back together again. Yeah, but was Ruby in it from the start? Yes, you'd know this if you watched it. No. But if she's going to be an ongoing character still, then maybe. I can't see it personally. I can't see them getting together. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. So I think we've both give kind of what we think will happen with Series 3. Yeah. If and when that happens, that will happen. It's such a good show. It's a really good show, yeah. When do you think it will be released, Series 3? When do you think it will drop? It's a Netflix original series, isn't it? Yeah. I reckon it'll be dropped next year. Late this year, early next year? Late next year at some point. Maybe in the summer. Or maybe the same time as this year. Watch this space then, yeah? Yeah. You got anything more to add? Nah, not really. Sound. Yeah. Right, thanks for listening. Catch you next time. Everyone. Yeah, tune in for the next time. See you in a bit.